Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon to the participants. Actually, here, Madam Dr. S Brilly Sangeetha, madam, having 19 years of experience in teaching and 4 years in research. Madam having areas of research in ad hoc network on security, and she has completed a postdoctoral fellowship in blockchain technology, and she is a successful professional and has a trust in student-centered learning with a lot of activities to build them in the right way for the development of interpersonal skills. She is the editor and reviewer of many international journals like Springer, and is having and madam published more than 25 international journals, and she is an active member of ISTE and IEEE, CSI and IE. She is also a Cisco certified network associate and organized many seminars, workshops and conferences. She has been awarded with presently she is working with a project of MSME, that is Government of India in blockchain technology, and she is awarded Best Emerging Principal for the year 2020 and 21 by Excel Research, and Best Young Principal of the year 2020 and 21 from National Education Brilliance Awards. She has held many positions like advisory committee member, technical committee member, and resource person for national, international conferences, workshops, and seminars, and shared her valuable insights through her vast experiences. So this is the brief explanation, brief profile of Dr. S Brilly Sangeetha, madam. Now the stage is yours, madam. You can share your screen and explain about a chat GPT prompt engineering.
Thank you,
Ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.
You can share your screen, madam.
Yeah, 1 minute, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Hope my screen is visible.
No, madam.
1 minute, sir.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. It's visible, madam.
Okay, 1 minute, sir. Yeah, hope it is visible,
Yes,
right?
madam. Yes, madam. You can continue, madam. Thank you, madam.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon, all participants and the coordinators from Shri Vishnu Engineering College for Women. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to discuss emerging technology, that is prompt engineering and chat GPT. So coming to this prompt engineering, as you know, like maybe all of the participants who is participating in this uh, seminar is like from research field and a teaching fraternity. So we normally have access to Google, like for preparing our notes or searching any topics related to our research. So this is a technology, or this is advanced technology which we have to understand the clear concepts, which is very much useful in giving us an insight or easiness in accessing the data from the net. So here comes the topic prompt engineering, which is which is a new discipline for developing and optimizing the prompts, and most of you have worked with a lot of language models, which has very wide variety of applications in research areas. Now, prompt engineering, when we speak about that, it is the better and better prompt, where we are going to use a better prompt, which has when we compare with the language model, that is large language models, it has a lot of limitations. So we are moving with the better models. That is what how this prompt engineering we speak about. When we come to speak about this, we define that. So here comes the prompt engineering, where researchers they are using this effectively to build a variety of applications on research topics. And developers, they use this prompt engineering to design robust and effective prompting techniques that interface with LLMs. LLMs means large language models and other tools. And here, when we speak about prompt engineering, it is not just about designing and developing a prompt. It is about like a wide range of skills and techniques that is useful for interacting and developing with LLMs. It's very important that we have to understand the capabilities of LLMs and the limitations of LLMs too. So it is very, very important to skill to interface, build with, and understand the capabilities of a large language models. So prompt engineering is nothing but most of you, I hope most of you have used chat GPTs and all. Maybe like now it is a trending and we are using for our regular academic purpose and research purpose. You're using. So here, like when we speak about chat GPT, now when I see a teaching fraternity, they are using this chat GPT without knowing anything. Just they are going inside. So they have a command box. They are giving an ordinary command, and they are using like that. So when we speak about the prompt engineering, there is a basic things, necessary things we have to understand about the prompt. Without knowing this, if you are doing it, when you get the output, it will not be apt output. So we'll think of like, okay, this output we can would have been better if you get a good output. So we are starting with a small example. If you're giving a prompt like the sky is, the output will be blue. Or if you're using different applications or different models, each model will give you a different outputs. So when we give this prompt, this is the prompt, which is the sky is, the output we'll be getting is blue. So when we try to improve this prompt, that is complete a sentence, the sky is. So here you can see the difference. Here you are giving the prompt as a single, like the sky is, which is incomplete. But the model, it observes that and it is producing an output. So that is blue. So prompt engineering is nothing but we have to be very clear in giving a prompt to the system so that it access or it recollects the history, or it is actually models are trained with a lot of data. So it recollects everything and gives an output. So if you come to the second prompt, it is complete a sentence. The sky is. So see, now it knows like we have to complete this sentence. So it is giving the output as blue during the day and dark at night. So this is how the output differs when the prompt is different. So when we are typing the prompt, it has to be in such a way that what actually we need has to be given as a prompt and we'll get a clear output. And here, if you're seeing this prompt engineering, so with this prompt, we are instructing the model to give an correct output. We can say that a prompt contains the following elements. That is, it has four elements, which is instruction. One is instruction. Second one is context, and third one is input data, and fourth one is output indicator. So here, when we speak about this instruction is nothing but it is a specific task or instruction what you are giving to the model to perform. And next one is context. So context is nothing but the external information, or if you are saying an additional information you are giving to your prompt, that what you need to steer the model to give a better response for your input. Third one is the input data. Here comes the data, that is the real question what you are going to give, and you are going to find an answer. The last one is the output indicator. It is nothing but once you are giving this instruction, context, and input data, based on this, the model will give an output that is called as an output indicator. So here you can see a prompt, classify the text into neutral, negative, or positive. And this one, classify the text into neutral, negative, or positive. This comes into the instruction. And text, the text, I think the food was okay. This is the text is nothing but it is the input data. This is the data you're giving. So the instruction what you're giving to the model is you have to classify this text, I think the food was okay, as whether it is a neutral sentence or it is a negative sentence or a positive sentence. And the sentiment, you're waiting for the answer. Sentiment is the output indicator here. So when we are speaking about the sentiment, the output, the what will be the output for this one? I think the food was okay. Is it a neutral sentence, or it is a negative sentence, or it is a positive sentence? Okay, it is okay. So it is a neutral sentence. So you will be getting an answer like you have to get an answer like it should be neutral, right? So this let me show a small demo also. So now here comes, I want to show you through a demo because if I speak, like I don't know how far it will work, but small demos I can show you. So there are a lot of AI tools, actually, AI models where you can work out. You heard about a chat GPT and now it is like a chat GPT. Previously it was like till last year it was chat GPT 3.5 version. And now they are using chat GPT 4, 4.0 and Pro is there. Not only
Excuse
this
me,
chat
madam.
GPT, yeah, please.
Ma'am, we
Hello.
are not able to see the screen, madam.
Sorry, ma'am, I have just minimized the screen. I'll show you a demo session. That is
Okay.
what, like, just okay, fine.
Oh,
So there are
okay.
a lot of models are there, like ChatGPT 3.5. Till last year it was 3.5. Now it is again new upgrade versions are there, 4, 4.0, and not only ChatGPT. There are other models are there. Gemini is there, Jenny model is there, Plan is there, Playground is a lot of AI open sources there. So you can use any model. Okay. So now I'll me just for an example, the basic version I'm showing you. This is a chat GPT. And here, if we are giving that, like I told you, na, like classify the text into neutral, negative or positive. So if you are typing it, I hope my screen is visible. Is it visible?
It's visible, madam.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, fine. So see, you can see the answer here. So I have given the classify the text into neutral, positive or negative. The text input text I have given, I think the food was okay, and I'm asking for the sentiment output. So here, like this is the answer which we are getting from ChatGPT. The food was okay. So it express a moderate or indifferent opinion. So it is classified as neutral. How does this system or this model is giving the answer as neutral? It is completely pre-trained upon a large set of data. That is how this works. Maybe the simple examples, I hope everybody has worked out with this chat GPT. We'll see into this slide. So here, so the answer will be the negative. Like I think the food was okay, so you'll get the sentiment as negative. Now coming to the prompt engineering, like it is like used in different fields. Especially this is very much used for marketing field, like where they want to market their brand, so that like they want content to market their brand, so they can use this all these models to make up content, and a lot of researchers and academicians are using this. And here there are a lot of examples where this prompt engineering is useful. That is text summarization, information extraction, text classification, conversation, code generation, and reasoning. We can see how this prompt engineering is useful in different model. In text summarization, actually, it is very easy that like how we are giving some question and we are getting an answer. This is normally what we do in chat GPT. So if you want something, you go type it and we'll get the answer. This is normally which we call this, that is text summarization. We are not going with any complex sentence or nothing. Just for example, I have given that it is you are going to explain antibiotics. A stands for answer. I need the answer, so I'm giving as A. You can give us A, or you can give us output, or you can give us answer, full ANSWER, or you can give a sentiment, whatever. You need an answer for that. If you're not giving that also, the model will take it and it will give you the answer. So here, if you're giving explain antibiotics, so the model will work in such a way that it will give the data for antibiotics. But here I have shown you a paragraph answer for antibiotics, explain antibiotics. But if you're giving this antibiotics in different models, you will get a different answers. So, and one, for example, the one time and the next time, if you're giving the same question, it need not be the same answer from the model. So you, that means the model itself, it is a training itself, taking the questions, it is searching for the data which is available with it and giving the answers. So here it comes like, so if you're giving the question, you are getting the answer in paragraph. So now I'm doing the second thing is, what I have done is, here I have given this as a prompt, explain antibiotics, and I'm getting an answer like this: antibiotics is so and so, etc., a full paragraph. But if you see that, if I'm giving this as a prompt, I'm giving a complete paragraph. So I have a word file and I'm copying a paragraph and I'm giving it. I don't want this complete paragraph, I want the extract of the complete paragraph. So how will you give that? See, finally I have written that with this paragraph. Here it is there, see. Sorry, like explain the above in one sentence. Actually, I want this paragraph, I want the extract of all these informations into one single sentence. So explain the above in one sentence. So here the output will be, it will be in one sentence. The complete paragraph, the model will extract the data and it will be giving us one sentence. Second thing is like information extraction. When we speak about information extraction, like you will be extracting the information from this. So here I have given a prompt. So here information extraction is a language model. We are trained to perform natural language generation and its related task. It is very capable of performing the classification and other range of natural language processing task. So here is an example for that. I am giving a prompt. The other contribution statements and acknowledgements, like it is a paragraph prompt, and the output for this is like, I need the information to be extracted from this. So I have given a paragraph. From this, you can see here the last sentence mentioned the large language model based product mentioned in the paragraph above. So this is what I need from this paragraph. So how does this model extract the information from this paragraph? Is it will give a very precious informations and very brief information from that paragraph, and it will be giving step by step information. So what actually we need, we can extract that data from the paragraph. This is what the information extraction from a paragraph. Just for example, I have given one paragraph. So if you are giving or a 10 or 15 pages into it, you are inputting it and you want the information or extraction from it. Or I'll tell you an example. If you are giving a storybook to it, to read a story and to give a summary of the story or review of the story. So the model itself, it will read everything, and from that it will give the summary of the story or a review of the story. So this is how this information extraction works. And the third comes the question and answering. Here, if you're going to give a question and the model is going to answer it. So question is nothing but like here I have given a paragraph. See, but I'm giving one more thing. If really the model is not understanding my wordings, because why I have taken this is, if you take this context, this context is a little bit like complicated. The words are new. So maybe what happens is the model will little bit struggle, because sometimes in their library or dictionary, these words will not be there. It is not trained with these words. So that, like I have given here, answer the question based on the context below. Keep the answer short and concise. Respond unsure about answer if not sure about the answer. So we are giving an option to this model that if you really don't know the answer, please respond as I'm unsure about the answer. Even the model responds back as a human being, that if they doesn't know the answer, they will say that, like model says that I don't know the answer or I am unsure about the answer. Your question is confusing. All these answers you can get from the model. So this is the context. And here the real question is, what was OKT3 originally sourced from? So from this paragraph, you can take the answer. So if you read this line, you'll get the answer. It is generated. Originally, it is OKT3 is originally sourced from mice. So we are taking this drug from mice. So answer will be mice. So this is how the question answering sessions will come. So you'll give a question and a model will search for data, or it will search from the histories of data which you have, and which we have trained. We are previously training the data. So it is already trained with a huge number of data. From that, it will extract the data and it will give us. It's not questioning and answering. Next is text classification. This I don't want to say. Actually, I have told you first itself. This is how the text classification works. So a sentence, we will be giving a sentence and we are asking for whether it is a neutral, negative or positive sentence. So the first example, I think the food was okay. I told you is a neutral sentence. But here there is a, you can see, I have given classify the text into neutral. Please look into this slide, because here you'll see a difference. Neutral, negative, positive. You can see neutral I have given as a small n, negative as a small n, and positive as a small p. And my text is, I think the food was okay, and I'm waiting for my sentiment. Okay, but see the output which we are getting is the neutral. I'm not getting it from that answer. It is like neutral. Neutral is capital N. So I thought like I want what I have given to be classified. So I want to train the model a little bit more. So I have to give more examples to the model to get what I need actually. So the second sentence, second prompt, which is a better prompt, which I'm feeding to the system, is classify the text into neutral, negative, or positive. So here text which I'm giving is, I think the vacation is okay. So now again, it is okay means I have to get the answer neutral, but I want the neutral which to be spelled with the small letter is neutral. So I'm giving an answer, sentiment is neutral. For this sentence, it is neutral. And originally, what I want the answer is, I think the food was okay. I need the answer sentiment. Now see, looking into this example, the model studies that, okay, actually, I think the vacation is okay. If it is the case, the sentiment output is neutral. Neutral is small letter. So I think the food was okay means the sentiment. The output should be neutral, small letter. So now it learns the process. It learns from examples and it is giving the output as neutral. This is a text classification. Now coming to the next one, why we are so specific into it? Because if we are not specific into it, it will to say that sometimes what we expect, we will not get that output. We can see here, see classify the text into neutral. There is neutral is spelling mistake, NUTRAL. Maybe we are giving some other word like neutral, negative, or positive. I think the vacation is okay. Sentiment. Now the output will be neutral. If you are not specifically giving that neutral properly, the output will be neutral. NUNEUTRAL. Actually, we will say that it is by mistake we have given neutral, but I want this neutral to appear in the output, but I'm not getting it that neutral. NUTRAL. I'm not getting that output. That is why we are training the model with some examples and we are getting the correct proper output what actually we needed. Next comes the conversation. Conversation is just a conversation between two persons. It will be a human being and an AI. How we converse between persons, the model works. It's one of the interesting thing that you can achieve with the prompt engineering. That is, this is particularly useful when you are building conversational systems like customer service chatbots that you have seen in all the apps. We have this customer service chatbots. Everything comes under this prompt conversation. So they'll be creating a conversational system that will be able to generate a technical and scientific responses to questions. So that chatbots, when you speak about chatbots, all these chatbots also trained with some predefined data. So there will be some predefined questions. So n number of large amount of data is inputted to it and it is trained to that model. So to a chatbot, when you are responding or you are asking some question to chatbot, when you go to some applications, so how can I help you? The chatbot will ask, how can I help you? So you'll be asking some questions. Sometimes you will get a good answer. Sometimes you will get the same answers, or I'm not sure. Our representative will contact you, like that. You will get answer. This is like actually it is unaware of that question, or it is not properly trained to that input like what we are giving. So in such cases the model will respond like sorry, our assistant will call you, or I didn't understand the question. So like that, like a lot of queries will come up. So here, this is a prompt which is related to conversation. Human, it is a hello, who are you? And A is greetings, I am an A research assistant. How can I help you today? And human is asking, can you tell me about the creation of black holes? So if we're telling this now, what AI does is, yeah, it gives the answer for black holes. The output will be like what is black holes and all those things will be. So this sounds good actually. Black holes. We need the data. What is black hole? So we are getting the data from this. But when we instruct the system much better, how we'll get it up? So so here, if you can see the difference here, can you tell me about the creation of black holes? So here, the following is a conversation, and here we want this to like for see here, I'm giving a prompt to the system that the assistant should answer to understand even by a primary school students. So I'm giving a clue to the AI that I don't want this kind of problem. I'm not here. You can see the assistant tone is technical or scientific stuff. So when we are into a technical or a scientific and we are asking the creation of black holes, the answer will be in such a way, like it will be like a black holes or regions of space times and so and so. But when it comes to a school students, so it should be a little bit easy to understand. Language should be very easy to understand, so that I'm giving a clue to AI that it should be easy to understand even by primary school students, and I'm giving the same coding prompt. See the output, output, so there will be difference between both outputs. This will be very simple, and that will be little bit complicated in terms of words format. Okay. Fine. Now code generation, and this is very important thing. Those who are into the field of coding and all those things. So right now, like a coding, it's very easy. What we need actually, we can give it to the system, and system itself it is giving the code to us. So I want to say your name and say hello. Say I've got a code in JavaScript. So I'll show you a demo at the end. I hope if time permits, I can show you a small demo for this also. So if I'm saying this, ask the user for their name and say hello. Yeah, I'm getting this. This is how the code will be generated. And here, one more thing you have to understand. Yeah, I didn't specify any language actually, whether I have to generate this in JavaScript or Python or C. I didn't give any language, but see, it has automatically select the JavaScript language and it has given a coding. And if you want to specify your language, you can specify also. So here in the second one, code generation, see, I have given this. I need table departments, columns, that is department ID, department name, everything to create a SQL query. So I have given that. So in SQL, it has to create. So when we give something input to that, the system takes into that, it backtracks everything, it serves its data and produce the output. This is how we'll get the SQL output. And the reasoning is one of the important area where this works, prompt engineering works. And this is the most difficult task for yeah, this LLM, that is models to work, because it needs some form of reasoning data to be inputted. It should be trained in such a way it has to give the correct output. And this is one of the interesting area also due to types of complex applications that can emerge from this kind of models. And here you can see this. First one is very simple prompt, which I have given as it is 9,000 into 9,000. The output, it has given me the output. And that's something difficult. So I have given, see, this one you have to be very clear. The prompt is the odd numbers in this group add up to an even number. That means 15, 32, 5, 13, 82, 7, 1. These are the numbers which I have given as input. From this, all the odd numbers has to be added up. If you are adding the odd numbers, whether it is an even number, that is the question. So odd numbers in this group add up to an even number. Is it true or false? Actually, this question, the system has to identify first whether it is an odd number or an even number. So if you calculate it here, I'm giving an A prompt. A is nothing but I need the answer. So here it is no, the odd numbers in this group add up to an even number. It is no. Why it is no is, if you are adding the odd numbers, that is 15 plus 5 plus 13 plus 7 plus 1, we'll get 41. Again, 41 is not an even number, it is an odd number. So answer is no. The odd numbers in this group add up to an even number. Okay. Why this is incorrect is I need the answer as no, the odd numbers in this group add up to an odd number. If that is the thing, it will be correct. Okay. So I'm trying little bit more like I'm trying to change my prompt to give me the correct answer. The odd numbers in this group add up to an even number. So here I'm asking the system or the model to break the problems into steps, and after that let it identify whether it is an odd or even. So odd numbers has been selected from it, then sum, it is summed, and finally it is giving that 41 is an odd number. You can see the previous, it is a little bit confusing. That is what like I don't want to get into this confused state. No, the odd numbers in this group add up to an even number, but it is 41. So sometimes if we see that what is this odd numbers in this group, it is add up to an even number. No, the odd numbers in this group add up to an even number, it is 41. So it is a little bit confusing. So I tried my prompt, I changed my prompt, and I made it into a different sequence, like a different steps, breaking the problems into different steps and getting in correct answer. I'm taking it odd numbers. And finally, I changed my prompt to get whether the result is odd or not. Yes, now it is correct. Odd numbers, we have picked the odd numbers, we have summed it, and 41 is an odd number. This is the answer which we are getting it. So this is, it's better. It is now better comparatively to the last prompt. Now these are the techniques, these are the examples which we have seen. This text summarization, text classification, code generation, conversation, and questioning answering session. So information extraction, all these are the examples where this prompt is being used, and we are getting better results. And now to use any models, any language models, or it can be ChatGPT or whatever models you select. There are a lot of techniques to work into it. So how there are a lot of techniques to work into. That is how the prompting is working. So here we'll see some few techniques. First one is the zero shot techniques. It is nothing but it is working under ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo, GPT-4, Cloud 3, etc. And here it is nothing but just we are giving some prompt to the system or model, and we'll be getting the output. Few shot is nothing but just to tell you what is zero shot is just giving a prompt and you are getting the answer. Okay, that is input and output. Few shot is nothing but here you have to give some examples or some demonstration has to be given to the system to know what is actually that, and after that you are extracting the information. So I have given some a small prompt. Yeah, what was a small furry animal native to Tanzania? An example of a sentence that uses the word what who is. We were traveling in Africa and we saw these very cute watpus. To do a pardoodle. This word is actually new word which means to jump and down really fast. An example of a sentence that use the word pardoodle is actually what I'm asking is please give me a sentence which uses pardoodle. So now my output is when we won the game, it is pardoodle is nothing but jumping and jumping up and down. That is what enjoy, right? We can jump up and down, enjoy. So the output is it has extracted the meaning of that, and it has given me the output as when we won the game, we all started to pardoodle in celebration. This is how it works. A few shot. Something has to be given, some explanation, some demonstration has to be given in the prompt so that the system learns it, or it gets the essence of the sentence, and after that it gives the output. Now coming to the next technique is chain of thought. What is the chain of thought is there are two different things. Like with a comparison, you can see very clearly. This is standard prompting, and this is chain of thought prompting. Standard prompting, you are giving some question and you are getting the final answer. So here you can see Roger has 5 tennis balls and he buys 2 more cans of tennis balls. Each can has 3 tennis balls. How many tennis balls does he have now? He has 5 tennis balls and he's buying 2 more cans, 2 into 3 tennis balls each. So it is 6, 6 plus 5 is 11. So here that calculation part and all will not get it. Is a standard prompting. You give the question and you'll get the answer. But when we need analysis, a step-by-step thing, we'll go with the chain of thought prompting. So here you can see the model input and you are getting the output. See, it will be a very clear answer. Roger started with 5 balls, 2 cans of 3 tennis balls each in 6 tennis balls. That means 6 tennis balls. So 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. The answer is 11. Step-by-step process. We'll get it into this chain of thought, and standard prompting, we'll not get that. It will be directly into the answer. And this is left to you for you to answer this. Cafeteria had 23 apples. If they used 20 to make lunch and bought 6 more, how many apples do they have? What will be the difference between both? The cafeteria had 23 apples. If they used 20 to make lunch and bought 6 more, how many apples do they have? This is a question. So in standard prompting, what will be the answer? And chain of thought, what will be the answer? I hope you can guess. In standard prompting, the answer will be directly, you'll get the answer as 9. I hope so. Cafeteria, 23 apples, you 23, 6, 3, 9. But here you'll get step-by-step procedure, like a cafeteria had 23 apples. If they are taking using 20 for lunch, so remaining it will be 3. And additionally, they are bringing 6 more. So 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. That will be the answer in chain of thought prompting. Okay. So you'll get a step-by-step answer. And here some other prompts and chain of thoughts like say this is nothing but the same example I have taken. Odd number in this group add up to an even number. So I have given some numbers. If you are adding the odd number, it gives 25. So the answer will be false. So this is good. This is how it works. So adding the all numbers, if it is not odd, if it is odd, it will be true. Sorry, if it is odd, it will be false, and if it is even, it will be true. Answer will be true. This is a better prompting technique. So this is also same thing. We are giving a prompt, and we are getting the answer. And you can see the first prompt. Whether you can understand. I went to the market and bought 10 apples. I gave 2 apples to the neighbor and 2 to the repairman. I then went and bought 5 more apples and ate one. How many apples did I remain with? So how many apples? 11. So it is the wrong answer. So now this prompting, I'm just making it into little bit better prompting, step by step method. That is what chain of thought comes into. So if you're going with chain of thoughts, it will be the answer will be correct. So 10 apples, 2 apples to the neighbor and 2 apples to the repairman. So remaining will be 6. Now he went and bought 5 more apples. It is 6 plus 5, 11, and he ate one. So now the answer, final answer will be 10. Okay. Now here, another one concept is there in chain of thought, which is called as auto COT. Here it has 2 stages. One is question clustering, another one is demonstration sampling. Question clustering is nothing but it is a partition of question of a given data set. I'll show you this one. This is the illustration session. So here, so question clustering is nothing but it is a partition of questions of a given data set into few clusters. So here you can see this is what a lot of questions will be there, that is partitioned into different clusters. Okay. And the next one is demonstration sampling. It is select a representative question from each cluster and it generates its reasoning. It is using zero shot COT. Zero shot, it is answers, like you will give a question and you will get an answer. That is how it works. And the length of questions can be 60 tokens and the number of steps can be reasonable step will be 5 steps. So answers will be into 5 steps. As it is a chain of thoughts, I told you, like chain of thoughts will work step by step manner. So here, the maximum step we can use here is 5 steps. Within this 5 steps, you will get the answer. So whichever complicated problem if you are giving also, it will be into 5 steps and it will maximum, it is just rationalized to 5 steps. And the tokens is nothing but the words count, how you are using that. It is 60 words, 60 tokens. And this is how it is like, I told you the questions are, they are like clustered into data sets are given data sets into clusters. The questions of given data sets are divided into clusters, and second part is the demonstration of that, sampling it. And next one is generated knowledge prompting. And this is nothing but you're giving a question. And here from the question, the knowledge is extracted. That is how this generated knowledge technique works. So you will be giving a question from that. the model, it studies the question or the paragraph or the data which it have within it, and it will give a knowledge. So that knowledge can be like knowledge one, knowledge two, knowledge three, etc. So the question is nothing but like knowledge generation is from the prompt what you are giving. It takes. See here, you can see that question. This question is nothing but the prompt which we are giving to that. From that prompt, it analyzes, and with the data which is having, that also it analyzes and it gives us the knowledge one, knowledge two. That is different knowledge levels it will give. So knowledge one, this is what this. For example, what is photosynthesis? So knowledge one, so photosynthesis so and so. Knowledge two, photosynthesis so and so. Like that, it will give different data. So that then we have to integrate all these things, and that will be the answer. That is what knowledge integration or knowledge generated knowledge technique. So here I'll tell you one example. So question I have given as part of golf is trying to get a higher point total than others is yes or no. Okay. So knowledge which we are providing, a paragraph we are giving it. The objective of golf is to play a set of holes in the least number of strokes. A round of golf typically consists of 18 holes. Each hole is played once in a round on a standard golf course. Each stroke is counted as one point, and the total number of strokes is used to determine the winner of the game. I need the explanation and answer for this. Now, answer 1C for the question 1, yes or no, answer is yes. Okay. But here in the answer I'm getting is the confidence is very low here. Actually, it is not actually the system or the model is not much confident enough to give me the answer, but it is giving me an answer. Okay, this is how it works. And it can give more answers also with the high confidence, with weak confidence, like that. It can divide its answers and it can give. So we can go through that, and whatever we need, actually, we can take it from the system. Okay. And this is three of thoughts technique. And here it's a good technique. That is, see here you can see this input, and these all are thoughts. So here, for example, we are giving an input. For example, I'm giving a question paper. You can think that I'm giving a question. So three people are writing the exams. You can see that this one, two, three. So for example, I'm saying that three people are writing the exams or answering the question, which I'm giving an input. So from this three, you can see that like some three the answer three answers, we'll get three answers, but maybe like one or two answers will be relevant to that question, and third person who is seeing that okay, my answer is not relevant to the question, will leave automatically from the system or from the model. That is, the answer, it will be deleted automatically from the model. That is how this tree of thoughts works. See, from here you can understand this dark green, it's very confident that answer is correct. Light green, okay, the answer is okay. And this one, like it feels that this answer is not relevant to that input or the question which I have given. So in the next phase, in the next cycle, like this will not be there. Again, the next two will be working in the next step up, and they will be producing some other answers. So they are also like, which is very confident. And finally, the confident answer, the correct answer, you'll get it from tree of thoughts. And this is a retrieval augmented generation. Just I will go through it. This is nothing but like here you'll be taking a question or a query. We'll call that as query, and that will be encoded by a query encoder, and there will be a retriever for non-parametric uh, uh, parametric metric, that is which is called as a retriever. And we have lot of documents which is already trained by this model. So from the document, it will collect, it will take the document index, like it will retrieve the document index, takes all the documents, necessary documents, and it allocate the index. So sorry, it will allocate the index. And after that, a parametric factor is also generated. That is generated P naught. P naught is the parametric factor. P n or non-parametric meter. And finally, we will marginalize all these things, and after that, you will get the output. This is how this retrieval augmented generation works. We call this as RAG. Next one is a program aided language model, and this is also one of the important model where LLM used to read natural language problems and they generate programs. That is what program aided language models. So here you can see that already we have seen this example. Chain of thought, we have got example in steps, right? But here program aided language model, if you are giving the same question, then we will be getting that output in program format. You can see that model output is in program format. This is how this program aided language model works. So in this program, so next is reflection. If you are speaking about this reflection technique, here like, hello, excuse me, sir.
No, participant, please mute yourself. Participant, please mute yourself. Yes, madam, you can continue, madam.
Yeah, next technique is a reflection technique, and this reflection technique, so we have three major distinct models. You can say that that is, one is agent, second one is evaluator, and third one is self-reflection. How it is reflecting, self-reflection. So when we speak about actor, it generates text and actions based on the state observations. What are the observations, or what are the inputs we are giving? Based on that, this actors take an action in an environment, and it receives an observation to perform it. An evaluator, it is nothing but it scores output which is produced by an actor, and it takes the input generated, and after from input generated from the actor, and it evaluates, and here there is an reward score also. So it will be rewarded like a reward score. Different reward functions will be there depending upon the task which we are using. That is, it can be a rule based task or a decision making task, whatever. Based on this task, there will be some rewards. And third one is when you speak about self reflection. Self reflection is nothing but like to improve, self improvement. It generates verbal reinforcement to improve itself. That is how, that is like you can take a feedback. It can be internal feedback, it can be external feedback to improve the system. So that is how like the self reflection works. Self reflection is nothing but it is a self improvement. This is what I explained. And next one is the multimodal COT prompting. And this is also one of the technique in prompting. So here you can see that a cracker biscuit and French fries is there. So in this fries and cracker biscuit, it has a question inputted is, which property do these two objects have in common? Select a better answer. Select a better answer is the context. And options we are giving as option A, it is soft. Option B is salty. Now the model, it is analyzing this both the cracker biscuit and fries, and it is giving an output. If you are looking at the two object, you can decide the property, right? Potato chips, it is having salty taste, and cracker is also salty. But when we try to squeeze it, fries will be little bit soft than this biscuit. Biscuit will be little bit harder. So both the properties, like both the objects which is having this common property is only salty. So the answer will be B. This is how it works. Multimodal prompting. So you'll be giving some models to it. It can be an images or something to it, and after that, from that we are getting the output. So I hope, sir, do we have time? Hello.
Madam, 5 minutes.
Okay, sir. So I hope I'll show some demo which will be useful for researchers.
Okay, madam. Okay, madam.
So I told you actually like you can use whatever I have told you. Everything like comes under prompting. You have to understand what you're going to type, what you're going to give, and you're going to get the essence from the AI. So there are a lot of models. I told you there is ChatGPT. This is what is ChatGPT basic version, which I'm showing now. And there is a chat playground model is there. And I'll show you just how it looks. This is how it looks, and here it is the user message. You can type it here, and system instructions you can give it here. So this can be a context, and this will be a input. And if you are running it, you will get a output. And there is a Gemini model. Gemini is also one of the AI model, and here enter a prompt here. See, you can type something. So I'll give some example. The sky is. So this is how you get it. So you'll get the data, which is already like a trained. It will take up the data and it will give you in the front end. So this is how it works. Now, when we speak about research, so how this AI tools is used in research, maybe like it will help you to give to write something. So you want to write something. For example, you want to do something in wireless communication, or you want to write something in blockchain technology. You can give what you need. Blockchain technology means you can give blockchain technology, or you want something to write in wireless sensor networks or wireless networks, wireless communication. You can do it, whatever. And there is one more thing, Cloud 3. I told you Cloud 3 Jenny platform is there. So I have just opened all the platforms to show you how it looks. So in cloud, I'll show you. See, when you go through your regular academics, some you will be having some paper with you, but you want some data in tabulation form. So it is very easy. You can give the paper to the AI system. It will convert everything, all the details in the tablet. Just I'll show you a demo. So here it is attachment. This is how it works. Just I'll tell you one small example. The sky is. So this is how it works for all. And now for attachment, I'll tell you how to attach it and how to get it very easy. Because otherwise we have to sit, analyze all the paper, and you have to make it into a tabulation form, right? So it is not necessary. You can search, you can upload your paper. So in attachment, I'm just uploading the paper. So I have uploaded the paper. Okay, I'm uploading the paper. So paper is uploaded. See, you can see here, my paper is here. Now what I want from this paper is, I want the data to be into the tabulation. So I'm just giving a prompt to it. Uh, Data uploaded paper. Table format. So the system is now, see, got it? Hello? So this is how, like, you can upload the papers and you can get it whatever you want. If it is in a tabulation format, you can get the tabulation format. And here, now you want this to be printed, you can copy it and paste, and in Word format or wherever in Excel sheets, you can copy and paste and you can take a printout. It is very easy. Like, you can upload any documents and you can extract the information in the necessary format you want. That is one more thing. And next thing is like, one more important thing is, if you are using this Jenny platform. So here, like, I'll just give you an example. Um, so here you can upload files. I'll just show you. So I'm uploading 2 files here. So it has been uploaded now. Okay. Now what I want is, I want this 2 papers. Okay. So you think that I'm doing a survey, literature review. I want some 2 papers or 3 papers or 10 papers to be compared. Okay. So I'm doing it, compare and contrast the papers uploaded. We'll just check it. Start writing. writing here in AI Assist, compare and contrast two papers uploaded. So this is how it is working. See, but it has given us first itself. It is saying that I'm sorry for any confusion because it is an academic assistant in a chat window. So I don't know how far this data is true. That is why it's trying to say like that. The system is trying to say, please you go through. If you're okay with it, you can use this data. So this is how it compare and contrast all the data, including see all the references also is marked here. So I have given two papers. Out of the two papers, I have compared and contrast and all the references there. And one more important thing is like if you're making a paper, like if you want to present a paper for a conference or something like that, or if you're submitting a paper to a journal, here one more thing is there. You can, for example, you want IEEE format, you want to write it in IEEE format. See here, there is an option where you can change the thing, and these are the default thing. And in default, it is like IEEE is there. Okay, so it will be writing in IEEE format. See, you can see the difference. First reference was there, the complete name was there, reference name, but here it is a number. This number means, you know, right, IEEE format, it will be numbered like this, and this will be numbered in reference. So this is how it looks. So it can be APA7 format, means it will come into like this. So you want, you can directly, you can take it from this one. Okay, so this is how it works. And all these OpenAI or these tools, it will work when you try to practice this, start practicing this. And there are a lot of free AIs to support you to in academics or research or whatever, but do it in a right way. Don't take a content of any others. You just go through it, you change the content, you read it properly. But this AI tools will support you and make your work easy. For example, if you want to convert it into IEEE format, you have to sit and work, but you can give it to AI to convert it into IEEE format. This is how, like, we have to make it use this models into for good things. And there are a lot of other legal issues also there. I don't have time to explain all these things. There are a lot of versions which are available free, but there are lot of certain limitations are there. And for each model, you have certain limitations. It will ask for upgradation of new versions. So in that case, you have to upgrade the version by paid version so that you can utilize more functions and more tabs you'll be able to access. Okay, I hope this session was useful to you. And please use this in a right way. Don't try to misuse this, because this is an opportunity for us to learn something better in a better way. That is what. So that is how AI tools help us. And I hope
Ma'am,
thank you so much. Thank you. Any queries you can
Madam,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
tell me.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. Whenever I
Yeah,
try to ask ChatGPT about references, for example, a paper which is using a particular BERT model or Roberta model, can you give me the reference? Then ChatGPT immediately gives me three or four references. But
mm,
when I try to take that reference and identify the paper on website,
mm,
it is always a wrong paper. There is no such paper.
mm,
It
mm,
gives some names, it gives some DOI number and all, but I don't get the right paper at all.
mm,
Is there
mm.
any prompt where I can get references from ChatGPT?
Yeah, that actually the thing is like here, like if you're normally if you're using this all these AI tools, the first thing which you have to understand is every model is trained based on the back data. So it is someone has trained it. If you're speaking about ChatGPT 3.5, okay, till 2023 data only is available with ChatGPT. If you are asking for the present 24 election and all those results, if you are asking to ChatGPT 3.5, it will say, no, I don't have any answer for that because it is not trained. And we must understand that these all are machines. We don't know how far it is trained and how far it is like correct. So we have to analyze that how it is, how far it is correct. As you told, if you are getting the reference, if it is wrong, then we have to check it because, and for proper reference, we don't have any, to give a proper reference, we don't have any AI system, ma'am. This is how it is generating, just to help us. But the content, whether the content is genuine, whether the genuinity of all the things which it is giving, we have to check once again, because really, if you are giving something, like it will work. Here I told you now, all the references are, it is coming. These references are, it will be
Yes, ma'am.
true. Why you, these references are true? You know why? Because this already I have uploaded 2 papers, which is already I have given as a
Okay.
reference there. So when we give such kind of
Yes.
references, these references, when it is quoted here as 2 or 1 or 3, these references are
Yes.
true references. If you are clicking this and if you're going and seeing it, it will be a references. So this
Okay.
kind of
Okay.
thing, you can
Okay.
work it out. You have to search the paper. AI will not search the paper, ma'am. You have to search the paper. You
Yes.
can utilize this for, not for your complete research, for literature survey. This will be the best model to search and
Okay.
connect all the papers together. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yeah, tell me, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Roslyn here.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, in addition to the answer that you have given, like she said that the DOI, everything is generated, but when she's searching for the DOI, it is not there. So may I add to your answer saying that this could be the effect of something called as hallucination. They say that ChatGPT, large language models also have a hallucination effect. So because of
Yes,
that,
yes,
it
that is
might be
true. That
giving
is true.
some
That
kind
is
of
true.
wrong
Yes,
answers
yes,
also.
yes,
So maybe
yes,
this
yes,
is
that
the
is true.
effect of why ma'am is getting DOI, everything imaginary answers. But actually, in reality, such kind of papers does not exist.
Yes, yes, that is right, ma'am. True. Thank you.
Yes, madam. Yes. Thank you, madam.
Yes, madam. Thank you, madam. Dr. Brilly Sangeetha, madam, for giving an excellent speech on prompt engineering and revise excellent topics of chain of thoughts and generated knowledge and true of thoughts and RAG and PAL and different types of prompt engineering concepts has been explained by you. And thank you very much, madam, on behalf of Shri Vishnu Engineering College and Women, to convey my gratitude to Dr. Brilly Sangeetha, ma'am, which deserves a special recognition for accepting our invitation and being here with us today, madam, for spending your valuable time here, madam. Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, madam.